Hi, and I'm back with the week 2 guideline, and this is all a part of the Fitness Project 2018. But before I say anything at all about the week 2 guideline, I do want to say that thank you for signing up in such huge numbers. We had 75,000 people signing up from across the globe wanting to be a part of this initiative, and I'm really truly deeply touched. I wish I could have told you how deeply, but truly touched, so touched that initially we wanted to open this only for 500, but then we got calls from all over saying data or collect kar lo, kya problem hota hai, at least help, we are helping each other do this. And now that's how we have opened it for everyone across the globe, and we have 75,000 registrations. However, if you didn't manage to sign up in week 1, don't worry, you can still sign on. And if you have specially signed up in week 1, know that we are tracking how well you have done through the week. So you will need to fill up how well you have done on all your health and fitness parameters, and begin to follow the week 2 guideline as well. Some of you have already come out with great feedback after following the week 1 guideline. There was someone who said that I'm already needing just 1 dosa instead of 2 for breakfast. There was another person who wrote in saying that my acidity is almost gone. There's a third person who's managed to completely kick off the chai and coffee habit. I think these are amazing results that you're seeing. But the key here is the effort and the consistency with which you will do the little things for yourself in your life. All right, so without much ado, ta-da, the week 2 guideline. Something that the Shastras have always sung the glory of all the way to our dadis and nanis, and just last Sunday, even the Sunday Mail of London sung its glory. Fir bhi it is badnaam by doctors and dietitians and medical and weight loss and all kinds of and food industry alike, but yet अंत में हमेशा सत्य की और घी की जीत होती है, because it's not just about feeling good about the way that you're eating while you're eating, but it is also about how good are you feeling while you're digesting your food. So the week 2 guideline is begin to include ghee in your diet without guilt, without fear, without any doubt. It is the best kind of fat that you could ever come across in your life, from birth to death, in good times and in bad times, in sickness and in health. This is the one fat which helps us stabilize our blood sugar, stabilize our moods. It keeps our skin glowing. It looks after our joints. There is everything, even our hormones. Ghee does everything for us. All that it asks is that we eat it without any guilt and fear. So how do you go about doing this? Well, start adding ghee to all your main meals. So 1 teaspoon for breakfast, 1 teaspoon for lunch, and 1 teaspoon for dinner. That's the basic that you need to start with. But if you do have low energy levels through the day, or if you feel like a sugar craving post lunch, or you have something like an afternoon slump where you're operating at less than 50% of your potential post noon, then you should add 1 more teaspoon to your lunch. That makes it 2 teaspoons of ghee for your lunch. If you are one of those people who feels constipated in the mornings, or you don't really sleep very well, or you feel that you have digestion or IBS issues, then you start adding 2 teaspoons of ghee to your dinner. So it seems simple, but once you start doing it is when you will actually start experiencing the benefit of how light and energetic you can feel post every meal, how satiated you can truly feel from within and not feel restless or dull post a meal. And you will also experience that the controls of learning to stop eating are finally back with you once you introduce that ghee to your meal. Some other interesting ways of adding ghee to your diet would be ghee roasted makhana at chai time, say about 4 o'clock, or if you live in northern India or in Rajasthan, or even in places like Canada, the east coast of America, UK, Europe, where there is just the winter is really harsh, then gond ka laddu as a mid-meal before lunch will be a good idea. And if you do have PMS, or you feel very irritable, or you just have very low levels of hemoglobin, then end your meal with ghee and jaggery ka mixture. So it's as simple as adding ghee to your diet. Start with that and watch how much light and energetic you begin to feel. If you are one of those people who completely cannot eat ghee for whatever reasons, start adding a teaspoon of til instead of ghee at all these recommended places. So you can add a teaspoon of til to your breakfast, to your lunch, and to your dinner. So that's all from me today. Week 1 guideline ko mat bhulna. You have to keep up with doing week 1 guideline and add the week 2 guideline, because kabhi kabhi ek aur ek 11 hote hain. With that, I'm going to FAQs.
Okay, so the most common question right now is what kind of ghee?
Okay, so what kind of ghee? The देसी गाय का घी. अभी देसी गाय का घी का हम लोग कैसे गारंटी ले सकते हैं? So you can buy ghee from goshalas. That's a good way to know that you are getting your ghee from a desi cow. If you live at places where you actually have a cow, then it's quite easy. If you cannot have access to desi cow ka ghee, you can even use buffalo milk. So start buying full fat milk और उसका मलाई skim करके फिर उसका घी बनाओ. If you live abroad where there is no chance of having malai on milk, or though you are now getting full fat milk, but in case that's getting difficult for you to do, then you can buy one of those unsalted organic cultured white butters and then make ghee of it at home.
Okay, and also the question is about can we cook in ghee?
Ghee is the most versatile kind of fat. So you can deep fry in ghee, you can cook in ghee, you can do tadka in ghee, and you can also just put ghee on top of your paratha or roti or dal chawal. तो एक घी है जो आप हर टाइप पे खा सकते हो. I have many more details in my in the chapter of ghee in my book Indian Superfoods. So you can even pick that chapter up, Indian Superfoods, and I think Juggernaut app even sells just the chapter. So if you want to read just ghee, you can, even that's possible. You can just read about the ghee chapter.
And will you be releasing the FAQs of this guideline?
Yes, very shortly, because I'm sure already there are many questions. So we will pick up the most common FAQs and then answer those over the next 2 to 3 days. Though I would still like to believe that most of the ghee FAQs are covered in the ghee chapter in Indian Superfoods.
Okay, so there are some 2-3 general questions not related to ghee. So one is that there are still people asking that we have not received any email confirmation. So can you just clarify?
Okay, number one, I'm not going to send you an email confirmation. If you have filled the form, that's all that you have to do. You fill the form once and we have all the details that we need. Then you have to fill the form only now. I will be releasing it within the next few minutes. So you have to fill the form once every week. Once every week you have to track down your health on all parameters. Once every week I will be collecting that data from you, but I will not be sending you an email saying, "हाँ, आपका form मुझे मिल गया." Some of you have made double entries, so don't do double and triple entries. एक ही बार भरो, हफ्ते में एक बार भरो.
So lastly, about the first week guideline. So there is still a little bit of confusion. People are saying that we are already doing some, honey lemon water or celery water. Should we do that?
See, now that you're a part of the Fitness Project 2018, this is all about doing small things and really doing them consistently, watching the benefits of, the cumulative benefits of what it really takes to stay fit and healthy. It really just takes small things, uncomplicated things. When I say have a glass of water, I really do mean just a plain glass of water, not adding a dash of lime, a dash of this, some seeds to it, some color to it, some vitamin to it, some celery to it. It's just plain water pure. Why is that so difficult? Just one plain glass of water, and then you start with your week 1 guideline, and now you also need to follow the week 2 guideline.
Okay. So when will the next form come out?
The next form will come out now, just now. As soon as I go offline, you will get the form.
Where?
On Facebook, and you will also get a detailed note about everything that I just said. Okay, so that's all from me for now. I will meet you next Tuesday, same time, 4 p.m. with week 3 guideline. Week 3 guideline will work really well if you've been doing week 1 and week 2 guideline. So that's all from me for now. Thank you for tuning in. Bye.